Hello, everybody. I'm here to talk to you pretty quickly about problem solution essays. This is the third type of essay that we're going to work on this term. And for this essay, once it's time for you to actually write your own, you'll get to choose your own topic. Though, it'll be approved by me, but you'll have your pretty much free range there. So, a couple of basics to know about a problem solution essay. First of all, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's an essay where you identify a problem and you identify a solution or several solutions. So in a problem solution essay, you analyze a problem, propose a method for solving it. The problem you choose to analyze should be one that offers some challenges, but is still possible to resolve. So it might be a little hard to work out the solutions, you might not have a complete answer, but it's something more than what we already have. A problem solution essay should have the following characteristics: a problem that needs to be solved, clearly identified, an identification of who and or what causes the problem, how they benefit from the problem, and how we know, an identification of who and or what is affected by the problem, how they are affected, and how we know they are affected, a thesis statement that identifies the problem and points toward the solution, identification of several possible solutions, specific facts, details, examples, and reasons indicating why one solution is best, if you do end up saying that one is better than the others. Though, note, it is possible to suggest a multi-part solution. And use an analytical tone. Even more so than in the contrast essay, it's crucial that we do not use that casual language. So definitely no first person, definitely no second person. And the analytical tone, part of that is being respectful of views that differ from yours, while still acknowledging or proving rather that whatever view you're pushing, whatever solution you're proposing is the right one. Some great solutions are implemented easily, they're effective at solving the problem, they're cheap, they're cost-effective, and they're feasible, meaning they're likely to work. Part of feasibility that you need to consider is how likely are people to actually go on board with this? How likely are people to actually participate in whatever it is you're proposing? And also consider what the solution is, how it works, what it identifies as the cause of the problem, and give examples of the solution. It's incredibly important that you be specific, not just with secondary sources, but with examples. Alright, so there are a lot of different sources, a lot of different topics that you could choose to write about. So problem solution doesn't always necessarily have to be a world problem. It could be a country-specific problem, a state-specific problem. It could be specific to your city, your town, even your school or your neighborhood. It's important, no matter what size problem you're dealing with, that you clearly define the population that you are focusing on. So now I want to quickly go to this article, problem solving paper writing steps with sample essays, to talk a little bit more about how to get started, how to choose, how to select topics. All right, so they identify 5 steps to getting started. So first of all, they said the biggest difficulty that students often have with these essays is choosing the right topic. Often the first problem they think of is either too small of a problem for the whole essay or too big of a problem for them to solve in a short paper. Keep that in mind. You don't want to take on too much. Following the 5 steps below will guide you to choose a topic problem that is something that's important to you, is a problem that you know a lot about, and is a problem you can create a reasonable solution for. So first off, you want to start with brainstorming, just like we would with any essay. Now in this particular case, you can brainstorm by thinking about where you live, your hometown, activities, clubs, or hobbies that you participate in, school groups, sport groups, places you've worked, groups of people you identify with, such as male, female, old, young, ethnicity, something else like that. Stereotypes as well are something to consider. Consider what groups others might place you into, and the stereotypes that exist around that group. Step 2 would be to think about the problems. So think about problems that relate to those different aspects. The problems might be caused by the organization of the group you're in, the leadership, rules or procedures, stereotypes, ideas in the group, people in the group, what the group wants to do versus what they actually can do, so on and so forth. Number 3, step 3 would be to make a question. From your list of possible problems, pick 3 or 4 that you're interested in writing on. Turn each of your topic ideas into a question. Try to narrow your question. For example, if you're interested in solving the problem of cheating, possible questions could be, how can we solve the problem of cheating among college students? How can we solve it in high school? How can we solve it on standardized tests, on homework, on taxes? Step 4 is to think of solutions. For a full list of types of solutions, look at the chart below. However, it's often found that students already have an idea for a solution. So let's take a look at the chart below. Excuse me. So they show the column for groups you belong to, potential problem areas, and solution ideas. So for the problem of leadership in a hometown group, you could add more money. For the problem of rules and procedures in a school group, you could reorganize those. For the problem of, an age group lacking money, you could enforce existing rules. When it comes to gathering ideas, if you have several topic ideas, that's great. The best way to choose which one to use is to talk with other people who might know about that problem. So you could talk to me, your instructor, for example, or to our online tutors. You have multiple options.